Good morning. It's Friday. I'm still achy, but I'm feeling positive. I saw a reel yesterday that was like, first thing in the morning, like I can take on anything. And then after your first passive aggressive email, you're like, I hate this. So when we last spoke, I was on ASOS and I got, in the end, another pair of those magic jeans. Which, by the way, someone has just messaged me. The reason I keep talking about it is because at least once a day, someone's messaging me on Instagram and telling me something like this. She said, I bought these on your recommendation. I thought my shape would never work with mum jeans. I was wrong. They're amazing. Thank you, thank you. They are magic jeans. They fit everyone. A couple more vest tops and a t-shirt, and I got like an autumnal jumper thing. I think I was flat. I'm getting excited about clothes again. I think this is probably partly autumn, but this is the first time I would say since lockdown 1.0 that I've been kind of thinking about what I would wear to do things, like to go out and do specific things. We're going to a food and drink festival this weekend with my brother and my parents, which again, we don't tend to do big things. My entire life feels like it's changing. There's some quite significant familial shifts at the moment. One of which I can't tell you about yet, but I'm quite excited. And everything just feels like it's kind of gradually changing, and obviously I needed new jeans for that. Also, I love this time of year where you get kind of a golden hour in the morning. I know you get golden hour like after sunrise and before sunset, but you don't usually see the morning one, but it's just kind of golden in the garden. Also, I've been looking on Etsy. I placed an order for some things the other day, some like kind of autumnally things. Nothing too seasonal, nothing that I can't kind of, well, a couple of things that I can't style out all year. I got some of these. I want some for Christmas as well, but I don't know what colours I want. You know, these little pom-pommy things. But I think what I'm going to do with them, I don't think I'm going to hang them. I think I'm going to put them in the pumpkin, is my plan, on the table. And then I also got like a Hessian runner for across the table. Runners, like table runners, are so expensive. So I got a Hessian runner, and then I just got like a yard of fabric in this beige, what is this called? Not check, gingham. What I really want is that, and I mean, again, I'm just carbon copying American bloggers because this is just the image in my mind I've had for years and years and years, and it's probably super passé now because it's kind of been embedded there for quite a while. But you know that buffalo, that really giant giant gingham on like a more textured fabric. That's what I wanted, but so expensive and difficult to find in the UK. In fact, I was thinking about messaging my friend who does do crafty things. I've got one friend who does like sewing stuff, and one friend who is a crochet crafter, and then one that knits. These people need to come together. I mean, they do. They're kind of thinking of doing a like Christmas store. I'll let you know because we'll definitely go and visit. But I was going to message my friend and say, you need to be doing these things because it's really difficult to find them in the UK. As I'm saying this, I'm realising I could just get her to make me one. I also kind of want a wreath, but I know that 1st of November is Christmas, and so if I get a wreath, it needs to be something that will store well because it's not going to be up for very long, and then I'm going to be popping up the Christmas wreath. I want to do something in here with lights at Christmas. I was going to do a second tree and realised that's bananas. Come on, calm yourself down. That's nuts. But I definitely want lights, and I want lights low enough that they will reflect on the floor because it's a very high shine floor. Not my favourite. It's really, really nice when it's nice, but the minute, I talked about this before because I said the minute you stand on it, it's not nice anymore. It's kind of like walking on glass. The moment someone touches that glass, it's not clinging anymore. And that's the same with our floor. It's infuriating. And people had so many different suggestions, like everyone has to wear socks, everyone has to wear slippers. It wouldn't matter. If you wore socks, the heat from your feet through the socks would make a mark. The sole of your slipper would make, it's ridiculous, this flop. But it is very, very pretty with lights. And my mum and dad used to have a Christmas tree in here because obviously this was kind of like their living room in this area. And I really want to do something with lights. Also reminding me to subsidise this little spending spree, I need to call and cancel an appointment I've got. You may remember I ended up taking these vlogs down because I had like 3 or 4 vlogs in a row where I was walking and doing things, and I kept walking past places that had very distinctive street signs, and so I ended up I just privated the videos because I thought this is crazy, I need to be more careful. But in one of these vlogs I've talked about going to a spa near us, like a dermatology type place, and I wanted to have some laser for my pigmentation. And at the time I went to, I mean, it's infuriating because I spoke to someone over the phone and they were like, yeah, no problem. And it was a bit of a ball ache to get to the appointment, but whatevs. Went to this appointment, someone saw me and said, if it's melasma, we don't like to use laser or heat of any kind because it can actually trigger and make the melasma worse. I'm with her. I've looked this up, I've Googled it. She's totally right. And half of me thought she might say that. I have had some laser before, had a little bit of laser on some pigmentation here, but it hasn't gone away forever. And melasma can come back because it is hormonal. And so, although I'm sure there's sun factors and like sun damage plays a part, it's triggered by hormones. And so it is a little bit of a different animal. Anyway, she said she couldn't do it. And she said anything to do with pigmentation or melasma, they don't do in the summer anyway. They like to wait till September, October time when, it's not going to be exacerbated anyway by being out in the sun. So when I booked the appointment, I had to give a deposit because it was a relatively expensive laser treatment. And while I was there, it was quite funny because I said I'd gone in for this treatment, which was, not cheap, but affordable. And I was thinking I could probably just do a few sections, so it wouldn't be that expensive. And within 5 minutes, she'd brought in another person who was basically trying to sell me a £900 facial. And the craziest part of this facial was that basically they just put cream on you and send you home. There was all this prep, all this skincare prep that you had to do first. I don't doubt that this is effective, but it just seemed completely nuts to me. And I looked it up online and you can buy all these things yourself for like a fraction of the cost. Not that I would trust myself to do that because it seems quite intense. But there's all this skincare prep that you have to do before to like, I want to say it was something to do with balancing your pH levels. And then when you actually went to have the thing done, they just put a big thick layer of this treatment. It's a cream all over your face. And then you go home and you leave it on for like 8 hours or something like this. So the whole thing that they do, they're obviously providing you with the products, but the majority of the thing that they do is just put cream on your face. And it was £900. And it wasn't necessarily something that was like a one and done. You may have to have it done again. Easy. Anyway, because the Skin in Me has been working so well, and I was looking in the mirror again this morning and I was like, wow, okay, I think this is really effective. And I'm going to call and get that deposit back, which will pay for my jeans, my wreaths, and my autumnal decor. It's Friday night. It felt like it was never going to come. It's cleaning night Friday. Everything's done. Lee's just cleaning the kitchen floor, which is the final job, which he likes to do because he has his ways. And if I do it, he'll just want to do it again. And so he does it. And I'm going to give myself a pedicure and have a cuddle with the dog, who's just very irritated because he can't be with his dad right now. Lee was just putting some washing in the washing machine, obs. And I went into the utility and was like, where's money? He was right next to him, like, I'll just oversee this. And I should go for a walk, but honestly, I'm not gonna. I have a feeling I'm not gonna get these million steps by the end of the month. I feel like I've been defeated. I've been cleaning, and I feel like there's a word for exercise that you get in by accident by doing other things. And when you step counting, there are like ways that you get in steps. Just like literally walking around your house, but especially when you're doing things like cleaning, DIY. Stuff like that where you're like more active and you're more standing. I'm just going to take what I've got today because I'm tired and everything's just done. And I feel like at this point, I just want to sit down and watch TV and do nothing else and not take an hour and a half going for a walk right now. And so I'm not going to. And so I'm going to give us all a pedicure in that time. And I've got some messages popping up because I'm trying to arrange a night to see my friends next week. Fingers crossed. We haven't all been together in months and months. Since like I think it was like phase 1 of the lockdown. It's crazy. Ages and ages. And I thought it would be just nice to kind of like get together and have some dinner and some drinks, and it's been too long. So that's it, yeah. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!